Welcome to class number 1. We have some students in the house today along with you. We got Don, we got Rogan, we got Lisa, and we got Max.
I don't know about you guys, but I am ready for a great workout. And if you are just getting started, I want you to get excited. The journey is about to begin. The hardest part is getting started, and you've already hit play, so the hardest part is over.
So we're gonna hit some chest and back right now. We're gonna start with bench press. We're gonna do 3 sets of 10. We're gonna go between 8 and 12, but if you get 10, that is great. So here we go. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
So go ahead and position yourself underneath the bar and find that comfortable grip where you can come down and your arms are gonna hit about that 90-degree angle.
A little bit wider out with your hands.
Now remember, you're aiming for 10 reps. But if you start getting to 12 and it's still easy, then you need to increase your weight. If you get to 8 and it's a big struggle, then you need to decrease your weight. Aim for 10, but we're happy with a little bit on each side.
So with breathing, what I want you to do is think about inhaling on the way down and exhaling on the way out. Do not hold your breath. The only thing that you would ever hold your breath for is swimming underwater. Here we go. Perfect. You get your 10?
Now remember, your body is not an exact replication of anyone else's. I want this to feel good for you. So as you're bringing that weight down, maybe adjust your hands in and out a tiny bit. Maybe you pull your shoulder blades down and back together. Maybe you adjust your feet on the floor. And I also want you to think about the tempo. Tempo is a really important part of an exercise. You don't want to rush through it and not get that mind-muscle connection. We are working the chest muscle here. So as you push up, think about contracting those pecs and really getting a good workout through the chest.
Let's get it going, girl.
Right,
let's get it going. Come on. Okay, guys, ready?
Okay, come on, guys.
Here we go. So I added some weight for Lisa right here because I recognize that she has the strength. I'm gonna keep Max exactly where she's at because there's really no sense in pushing this too quickly. So once again, range of motion. You could stop where your upper arm is parallel to the ground like this, or you could come all the way down to where that bar is touching your chest. It really depends on you. So again, we're breathing, we're keeping tempo like Kim had talked about, and we're working our chest muscles. Let's go. Good job. I love the breath. I love the breath right there. Good job, good job.
Now
do you want some weight?
Back to the tempo, you guys. Let's talk about how fast and slow you want to go. Don't let gravity do the work for you on the way down. Think about nice and slow on the way down, but then power that up on the way up. Use some aggression to get that bar off your chest and back to that start position. Okay, you guys, you're breathing, you're grabbing some water. We got one more set.
So we're resting between 40 and 60 seconds per set. And if you have a partner with you, make sure your partner's spotting you and helping you out and watching these things because again, this is about consistency. This is about keeping with your program. It's about encouraging each other. So moms, train with your daughters. Sons, train with your dads, whatever. Okay, here we go. Let's get it. We got to keep this moving, keep the heart rate up too because this can become cardiovascular as well. Weight training can become cardiovascular.
You're absolutely going to feel your heart rate come up. Now, what do you think about the third set? I think it's really important to start feeling that fatigue. If you're hitting the same amount of reps every single set and it's just as easy on the last set as it was in the first set, chances are you're ready to add a little bit more weight. Remember, you can always decrease the amount of reps or you can take that weight off if you don't feel like it's right for you.
Take a look at Lisa right here. This will answer your question. This is where we want you to be. You're really kind of pushing yourself on that third set. We want to get to exhaustion. Come on, drive, drive, drive. Perfect. One more. Give me one more. Come on.
Go.
And up and rack it. Good job. Boom. Let's go.
I want to point out really quick here your feet placement. Because for those of you that are a little bit tinier, us down here in the 5'3" family, your feet might need to go up here on the bench rather than on the floor. So make sure that you have stable footing regardless of what exercise you're doing. All right, you guys,
benches
let's move on.
Out. Now we're gonna go to a cable chest fly. I'm gonna demonstrate this for you right now, Max, because have you ever done this before? Not done this before? Okay, so this positioning is perfect for us right here. Remember, you're looking at the numbers here to make sure they're both even. We adjust the weight accordingly so you can get your 10 reps. Grab the Y handles here, step out. I like a staggered stance just like this, chest up, coming together like you're hugging a tree. We've heard this before. Come out, nice good stretch right here, and hug that tree. You ready to go? Let's get it. Lisa, where are you going?
How we doing?
You ready?
All right, the boys are hustling over here.
Okay, bring this one down.
Now we have a little different variation over here. We've got the guys seated doing the chest press. Now this is gonna allow you to just change up the positioning. Remember, variety is so key. So whether you're standing, whether you're sitting, I still want you to focus on getting that contraction, really squeezing that chest muscle. Look at the intensity here. I can see those muscles working. He's exhaling as he's exerting the most energy. How are we doing here? Looking great.
Perfect. Come on, Lisa, you're slowing the class down, bro. There we go. I don't even have any weight on there. Look at Max like a champion. This is beautiful form. Notice she's right here, nice and not coming back too far back here. We don't want to overstretch. Perfect, nice. So now everyone's going to look a little bit different. You have to work within your body's ability and your range of motion.
And I was going to say, with the range of motion, with this exercise, you want to be careful to not lose what's called cross bridging. Think about your chest muscles doing this. You don't want to come back so far that you lose this cross bridging. So be careful not to stretch that chest far out. You want to keep it nice and controlled in front of you and then open just far enough where you feel that stretch, but you're not losing that control of the exercise.
Okay, so Lisa, I want to do something here really quick. I'm going to lower this down. Lower that one down with me. Let's take it down to 8. One more down. Pull it. Oh, we got to take this out right here. And we'll take that down. Put it there. Okay. So we're going to get that to you. That's a better height for you right there. So we ready for our next set?
We're ready. I'm going to make one minor tweak over here, Dawn. I'm going to have you, because your bench is declined a little bit, I'm going to bring this down a couple notches because I want that angle to come up on that chest press, okay?
Okay. There we go, perfect. That's right, is exactly where I want you. So you can step out a little bit, see how the weights are touching. We want to keep tension on the cables at all times. Great job over there.
Remember those breathing techniques. You want to exhale as you're pulling in, really squeezing, contracting those chest muscles, and then don't forget that big inhale as you release back to the start position.
And keep your upper body still. You don't need to rock back and forth, just go and press now. And there, that's perfect right there. Stabilizing with your core. Pretend your core is like a brick wall that's holding you in place and you're squeezing those muscles.
Such an important point there with the core. This is your foundation of every exercise. You want to almost pretend that somebody's going to punch you in the stomach and you're ready, you're embraced, but yet you're still breathing naturally. If your core, go ahead, come on, get it. If your core is loose, I call this jelly belly. There's no way that you can be stabilizing and pushing if your core is jelly belly. So tighten it up. Be ready for the
weights
Clark's
over
punch.
here? You want more weight? You feeling strong?
I'm feeling okay.
Okay, let's keep it where it is. You're doing perfect. We are ready for our next set. Let's get it. Come on.
All right, last set. So this is one that you're really going to be able to tell. Are you fatiguing? Are you making it to 8? If you're making it to 12, then maybe you need to increase your weight. If you're making it just barely to 8, then you're probably at a good weight for the third set.
So Rome wasn't built in a day. And what I'm looking at, Max over here, she could use a little bit more weight, but I'm in no rush to push her down the road to add more weight. Like, I don't want her to be too sore tomorrow, so be patient with this because this is a process. We're gonna be together for a long time.
And as you start to fatigue, something that's gonna happen is you're gonna wanna bend those elbows back and start going into a pushing position. Don't let that happen. Remember, you're hugging a tree. Your palms are out, you're coming in. Think about that hug, embracing this movement right here. Don't let that body kick back to the press because that's what it's going to want to do.
Yeah, so anyway, you're doing great. You guys are all doing fantastic. Don, there you go, my brother. You feeling good?
Feeling good.
Thumbs up, everyone? Feeling great? What's next?
Okay, next we have a lat pull down. So go ahead and get in position. We are going to have fun with this one. The lats are a huge muscle group. And ladies, here's your pro tip. This is going to help dial in that tiny waist, because the lats give you this beautiful V shape. So it's important to work the back. Even though you can't see it in the mirror, it's important. How are we doing? Are we almost there?
We're almost there. It's going to come back here, grab this lat pull down bar.
Got that all the way up.
And get my girl Lisa all set up.
For the record.
So I'm attaching the lat pull down bar here. It is conveniently located on your machine. So we're going to add some more weight for Lisa right here. So what I like to do, just a pro tip, is keep my finger on the weight stack, pull the pin, and then slide it in down here. Lisa, we're going to give you a little bit of weight here. Okay. So then what you're going to do is in the seated position, sorry to have my back to you, but I have to show you how this works. Watching, hands are about this wide, chest up, and you're pulling straight down with your elbows. A point that I want to make right now that's really something that you should think about. I learned long ago that you pull or push from the first joint that's not connected to the muscle that you're working. So don't think about your hands. I want you to think about your elbows on this movement. Everybody think about pulling from your elbows.
Now, another important factor when you're working the lats is to retract your scapula. You see she's got these two little wing bones here. You're thinking about squeezing those down and together and then keep going up. And when you come up, don't let the shoulders shrug up. Keep this down, keep these retracted, pull the elbows into the waist. Exhaling and inhale.
All I know is my students already got it figured out, so just my presence next to her is making this work. You're over here trying to teach all this science. I'm just getting work done. Come on.
I love it. Now, and this is a great example here. You can see how his elbows are tracking right down here, not winging back too far here. We're bringing them right next to the side, really squeezing those lats. How are you doing over here, Don?
Good.
Oh, it looks like we're increasing the weight a little.
A little.
I like it. Remember, you're aiming to get between 8 and 12 reps. And if you're getting past that and it's easy, then you want to increase the weight. Okay, let's take a little break and get ready for that next set.
So Lisa, you were doing a really good job keeping your chest up. So that's when you're pulling down, keep your chest up. And like Kim said, you're retracting your scapula back. Basically, you're just pulling your wings together back here. And you were doing a great job, Max. I want you to scoot a little bit forward on the bench so you can pull more straight down. Got it? Ready? Okay, let's go.
And remember, you're not trying to pull that bar all the way down to your chest. That's not the goal. Everyone's range of motion is going to be a little bit different here. So pull that bar down until you start to feel that rotation, then you've gone too far. All right, so keep that bar where it's nice and comfortable.
There you go, perfect.
Nice, perfect. I love that. Good form.
So hand positioning, if you look at Max's hands right here, she's just right outside where the bar bends. And that's a really good distance for your arms to be. Now, there would be other exercises where we bring in for the purposes of our lats, we want to pull about like that. Remember, everyone's breathing. Can I hear some breathing, please?
I hear the boys over here exhaling, just saying.
Come on, ladies, we got to breathe. There you go. There you go. Good job.
Another pro tip here is to make sure that you don't turn your head to one angle or the other. Keep your neck nice and neutral and keep those traps relaxed. This shouldn't be stressful. We spend all day stressing out, lifting those traps up. Relax them down, thinking about using the lats and not the traps.
So I see some people working. Are you feeling this right now? Okay, good to hear. Are you feeling it at home? Are you feeling it in your house? That is the key. Consistency is going to be what gets you there. This workout, focusing your mind to your muscle is very important. I am ready for this next set. Let's keep pushing this.
All right, this is our last set. So let's get into that lat pull down last time. By now you should have dialed in the form, so I want you to add a little aggression. Get rough with it, really pull that bar down.
Perfect.
Add some oomph to the exercise. Nice, I hear it working over here.
So eccentric is the lifting, as this goes up, it's the eccentric phase. I want Lisa to slow down here. There you go. We have a tendency to kind of just let that go. Don't let that. We want to keep your shoulders safe. Plus the strength that you gain on this eccentric will carry over to the concentric, which eventually will make her stronger. You guys look absolutely amazing. We got Rogan's already done over here just getting jacked.
Cranking it out.
Good job, good job.
I could see a difference there though in the form from the first set to the third set. How about you?
We're good teachers.
Good. I love it.
How is your form at home? That's what we want. So if you're partnered up with somebody at home, pay attention to each other, watch each other, what they're doing. But I think we are probably ready to move on to the next exercise. These guys are over here getting ready already. They know the deal, so we're taking this away.
All right, we're going to a bent over row. Let's get that set up.
We're gonna move the bench out. Slide it out of the way. This is so light. One thing that I want to point out with respect to this equipment, this all looks like it's heavy. It's not. It's lightweight, so anyone can really pull this off very easily.
I was really surprised. Yes, I was really surprised at how easy and maneuverable. Everything's light and comfortable. The equipment feels solid, but it's not uncomfortably heavy. All right, how are we doing here? Are we all set up?
So we're on to bent over rows. First thing I want to do with everybody, students here included, is to get in the proper position because as you know, Kim, this is a position that a lot of people can't do. For some reason, women can't do it as easily as men can.
It is, it's awkward.
Yeah, so I want everyone to kind of turn and face this way right now. And what you're going to do is just put your hands on your knees and let your butt go back. That's the position. Done. That's it. But somehow, some way, when we grab a bar, everything goes haywire. We do not want our butts tucked under like that. That is not the position. That's a dog on the carpet wiping its butt. We're popping that booty back and we're like that, okay? Not like this, but like this, okay? And,
I kind of
just like
wanted
that.
to twerk a little bit right there. Anyone else? But it is true, and it's funny because I call this puppy position too. You really have to think about it as if you're karate chopping those hips to the back. They're hinging to the back behind you so that you can clear space there to pull that bar. All right, you guys, let's see it. Get in position. You've been schooled on the puppy and the hip hinge. Let's see it in action.
I want you, Lisa, palms over, and Max, you're gonna go palms under. 2 different ways to do this, okay? And then you're gonna simply turn that out and pull up to your lower chest and your sternum. Don't bend your wrists. Perfect, good. Yep, keep this forward. There you go. Yep, stay bent over right below your chest. Right in, boom, right there in the sternum, yeah.
Now over here we have a slightly different variation. You'll see the landmine in action with the T-bar. This is a great option to, again, add variety, and he's really squeezing, working those rhomboids right in the middle. Those 2 muscles here are taking a huge workout during this movement. And the same concept applies. Hinging those hips to the back, getting in that position with the bar and pulling straight up. Great movement. How are we feeling? We got some sweat over here. I'm just saying, team sweat.
Rogan is working. So what you're gonna notice is each set is gonna get better. Both of you guys did fantastic. I just want you to maintain this position. What you might notice at home, in all honesty, is as you're pulling up on this bar, that might have a tendency for this to come back and hit these right here, but keep it forward so you have a nice movement right there. You were doing a great job. So now what I want you guys to do is switch hands around.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Time to move on. So you're going over, you're going under. Anytime you change the angle, you change the exercise. It's that simple.
Yep, right up here.
Yes. Max, you're a pro, bro.
So try and get over the bar a little bit more and pull so that you're rowing.
There.
Go a little wider. Good. Pull it a little wider. Good. Yep. And then keep that head nice and neutral. There you go.
There it is.
Bring that chin down a little bit. So really important to make sure that you're aware of your spinal position. Anytime you're working out, regardless of what you're doing, try to keep that neck nice and neutral. You don't want to be kinked up this way or too far down this way. Nice neutral neck. How's that feeling? There you go. Now you've hit that position. Good.
Yeah, so let me show you what a neutral spine is because this is really important. Go ahead and hit that. So if I had a broomstick, it would be going straight down here. But if her head was going down, that gap is here. We want to fill that in. So if we don't want there, we want right there. So there's a perfectly straight line down, just like that.
And the same thing goes if it's too far up. I'm going to knock that alignment right out. So that broomstick is the perfect example. Imagine it nice and straight.
That's what I do. I give perfect examples. Just saying.
Just saying. You know it all, Clark. And that is why I love him so much.
What set are we on? What I don't know is what set we're on.
I think this is our last set.
This is
so we got
3.
one more, guys.
Okay,
and I want
here we go. It's time.
Again, this is
It's
where you're
time.
adding in the oomph. Let's go. Come on, guys.
Choose your grip.
Get it going.
It is user's choice. Choose your grip.
Yes, beautiful. Guys are crushing it over here. Don, have you done underhand yet? Have you switched your grip yet? Let's switch it. I want you to try that a little bit. There you go. Oh, feel the difference? Good. Keep that neck nice and neutral. It's going to be natural to look up. I want you to look down 45 degrees in front of you. There you go. Even more. Bring that head down just a tiny bit. There you go. Good.
My girls are doing great over there. I want to come
You guys
over here
are
and get some
crushing it.
testosterone in
Yeah.
my body. I've been around estrogen long enough. I need to get some testosterone over here. How you feeling at home? Are you feeling great right now? Do you feel the muscle pump? Do you feel like you are getting, say it with me everybody, you feel like you're getting jacked up? Let's go. Woo.
Done. Nice job. All right, next up we're going to move into the shoulders with an overhead press. Lots of different variations of this. We're going to do some seated and some standing. Okay, so ladies, you're going to bring in the benches. And Dawn, you're going to do these standing, correct?
Yep.
Great. Now remember, this is a complete option whether you feel more comfortable seated or standing. The most important part, whether you are seated or standing, is to still engage your core, especially if you are standing. You don't want that hyperextension in the back. You want that nice tuck, bringing in that tailbone, stabilizing through the core, and getting ready for that overhead weight. How we doing, guys? Loading up those machines?
Along here.
Waiting on Rogan. Waiting on Rogan. Everybody's just
Come
waiting
on.
on Rogan.
The girls are ready. Team girls are ready. Guys,
Okay. Almost.
So while
Oops,
Rogan's
sorry.
doing
No,
his
you're
thing
fine.
over here, what I want to point out is we're going to be doing our shoulder presses in front of our body. Now there is a variation where you go behind. A lot of people are saying that's a no-no, and it's only due to your shoulder laxity or your shoulder flexibility. So we're going to go in front of it, and the bar is going to come down to your upper chest. So it's lowering right about to here. And as soon as Rogan's ready, we're going to get going. You're perfect. You're going to come closer to me just a little bit.
all
There we
right,
go,
Dawn,
right
you
there.
ready?
Ready, 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 ready? Let's
Ready.
go. So Lisa is standing, Max is sitting. Slight bend in the knee, slight bend in the knee, there you go. And look straight ahead, try not to look around. You're perfect, you're a pro already. There you go, nice.
Now, something I want to point out over here with Dawn is he is just maxing out the height of this machine. So Dawn, what you can do is take your stance a tiny bit wider, and you can bend those knees just soft. You don't want to lock your knees out. Notice how that's going to hyperextend the back. Soften the knees a little bit, tuck that tailbone under. And another thing that's great about standing position is if you get to those last couple reps and you need to cheat it a little bit, you can bend those legs and give yourself a little bit of an assist.
Yeah, the body was meant to be integrative in the way we move. So this is an isolated movement, but to Kim's point, if you pop a little bit with your knees, that's totally okay because that's how we operate in life, is we are integrative by nature. You did such a great job over here. Now, one thing worth mentioning is if this is a little bit heavy for a shoulder press, it's okay to do less reps. Like, don't feel locked into everything that we're saying. This is your workout. This is your time to be as awesome as you are.
And your body is going to respond to the challenge. Your body doesn't know how to count, it knows challenge. And if you continuously challenge it, it says, I can't quite do the work that's being required of me, I need to get stronger. And that is what we're looking for.
Speaking of challenging it, it's time to go. Let's
Go,
get it.
guys. Now they know it's coming. I can feel the fatigue starting to set in. This is when you gotta dig a little bit deeper, reach for that energy, and think about your why. Why are you here? Why did you show up? Why do you want to get stronger? What does this workout mean to you? Dig deeper and get it done. Let's go. Good. Add that momentum in there, guys. Come on, power through. Yes, I love it. This is such a better shot than you did last time. I see you coming to life. I see that oomph in you. Keep it going. Nice.
I don't know if we got the shot of Lisa's face, but it was so much determination, so much grit. She is ready to get jacked up. So you are a superstar. I'm sorry, I wish I was lifting weights right now.
That was my favorite set of all the sets that we've done so far. All of you came to life right there, like you really wanted it, okay? So again, you guys, dig deep. Let's do this last set with every ounce of your heart. All right, Dawn D5.
Come on, people.
Let's do this. All right, you
If I
guys
could hug
ready?
you at home,
Go.
I would right now.
I'm gonna
Dig
come
deep.
over here and see how it's going.
There you go. Yep.
All right, nice.
Yep.
Just out of curiosity, I want you to take your hands a little bit wider. Let's see what that feels like.
So it's important if you're standing that you keep your butt back. This is the proper position right here. If it's getting heavy and you're starting to tuck under, it's okay to stop. There's no shame in the game. That is your last rep. We're done. I'm calling it
Good, beautiful.
on Lisa.
And bring it up. Now, this was really great because I don't know about you, but we had a little bit of failure here in this, and I love that because these machines are so safe that it's really easy to just rotate that bar, lock it in, and call it a day.
See, the difference between Kim and I is I like to call it exhaustion. No one ever fails when you're lifting weights. No one ever fails when you're getting jacked up.
I love failure. Embrace that. That means you're pushing at it. I've fallen on my face so many times in this life, and I tell you what, I think I'm stronger because of it. So I'm just gonna keep on failing.
Okay, what's next, Smarty Pants?
Okay, we're going to move into the one-arm lateral raise, focusing on that medial delt. So we're going to take those cables all the way down to the bottom. We're going to show you a few variations because this machine might be a little heavy for everyone in terms of doing a lateral raise. But don't worry, we got backup.
So one thing you want to focus on is your arm being right. A lot of people chicken wing this and
Yes.
go back like that. So here's what I want you to focus on. Your knees are slightly bent. You're just simply coming up like this. You're not pouring the pitcher out because that tweaks your shoulder. You're simply coming up like this. Think about pulling from your elbow, not your hand. Did you hear what I said? Think about pulling from your elbow. Yes. So Lisa has a dumbbell just for the sake of if the weight stack is too heavy for you, and Max has the cable there. They're both leaning out, which is an option. You could stand.
Exactly, and what that lean is doing, go ahead and stand totally upright here. Now, look at her range of motion right here. Go ahead and lift. Now, give me that good lean.
Lean with
And
the
lift.
opposite. Lean with
Do you see how that changes the range of motion? Now she's getting a bigger range of motion, which is going to be great to increase that engagement of the medial delt. All right, you guys, are we ready? Are we going? Let's go. Come on, guys.
She's getting extra credit over
You're
here.
still
Just getting them extra
smugging
reps.
along here, just holding it up. Come on. Great. Now this is absolutely perfect form here. Notice he's not using his trap to yank that weight up. It's super controlled, bringing that arm up with a 1 count and down with a 2 count. Listen, we go up and down, down. Lift up and down, down. Not letting the weight pull you down. Almost got punched in the face right there.
Okay,
All
eyes
right,
on
keep
me
going,
right
guys.
here, please. I want to show something with Max. Max, go ahead. This is where I'm calling it on Max. When I start to see that right there, that means it's done. It doesn't matter 12 reps, 10 reps, 100 reps.
Exactly.
The minute the form starts to diminish, that is your signal to stop. Okay, we're not pushing you past your point of ability to do this. So my recommendation for you would be to move like Lisa's doing and grab a 5-pounder and use a weight, because there's no shame in anyone's game.
Absolutely. Remember, it's all about challenging your body at where it's at. And you also want to embrace where your body's at. You know, don't think about that negative self-talk. I hear so many women say, oh, I'm squishy, this, that, and the other. We stand in the mirror in the most unflattering positions and pinch and pull at ourselves. That has to stop. I want you to appreciate your body for what it does for you every single day. The steps you're taking, your lungs, our bodies are amazing. So embrace that and love it and know that every day is a part of the journey. Okay, you guys, are we ready?
I think we're behind
going?
over here. We didn't get the left side on this side. You guys
Let's
got both
go
sides.
already, guys.
Okay. So we're go left.
What's
go
happening
start
over
getting,
here?
You don't need to just stay right there. Come back over here with me. Get in the shot. There we go. We want to see the beauty that we have in this. Yes. Knees slightly bent. There you go. So there is your body. If I were to cut you in half from front to back, I want your arm to stay in front of the midline of your body right here, just like that. Right there. Because if you go back, you start to tweak it a little bit. Perfect. Knees slightly bent. Butt is back. Nice.
Good. Is that more comfortable?
There you go. That's perfect.
And I was just showing a different grip on these plates. It's totally personal preference. You can put your whole hand in the plate and pull it up that way, or I like to take a grip right through the middle there where I'm getting that whole plate and just pulling straight up, keeping that line and that plane all in one line, okay? Remember, you're not dropping this way and you're not dropping the wrist. I call this hamster hands. I have a thing for this. With the broken wrist, I call it hamster hands. Anyone? Anyone with me? Just me.
Not me. I'm not at all. I'm with these guys. I'm ready
All right.
to get jacked up. So we all on the same page again right now. We ready for the right shoulder? We back on the right shoulder. You back
Okay.
on the right shoulder. Let's go. Here we go. So however you choose to do it, it's how you choose to do it. I love what you guys are doing right here.
Nice and
Yeah,
relaxed.
nice. Perfect. There you go. You feeling this? So a good thing to do as a trainer, if there's someone with you, working with you, is cue the person you're working with. So I would come behind Lisa right here and just touch her delt. This is where I want the work to be done. So I'm just barely touching that right there to cue her mind to work that shoulder and get those caps on your delts, man. We want caps on delts. You want
Yes,
some caps on
there
delts?
is nothing sexier than a little capped shoulder. And like you were saying there, the cueing with the touching also helps to relax muscles. As you start to get to the last couple of reps and you notice everything tensing up here, just if you're spotting someone, lightly touch right there and watch that relax, and then that work goes right back into the delt and out of the trap.
So if you want to talk about mind-muscle connection, I want you to look at my girl Lisa back here, because she's really locked in. I love the look in her eyes. She looks at me like, am I doing this right? Am I getting what I need? You answer that question. Are you doing this right? Are you getting what you need?
I'm feeling that delta.
Let's go. That delta. She don't even know how to talk anymore because she's all of the energies in that delta. Delta. Let's go. Max is over here just maxing and relaxing. That's what she does. Come back over here. Get closer to me right here. Okay.
Now I'm curious how many reps you just did.
I don't know, I've lost track.
Okay, so I think you're ready for a little more weight. How do you feel?
Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's increase that weight a little bit.
Oh,
I don't
we're
know what
getting
we're gonna do.
real in the streets over here at Jacked Up
Let's see
Fitness.
here.
All right, I'm gonna walk over here with my guys again. We're ready over here. Don, we've been neglected. We haven't talked much to you. You feeling great? You feeling good? Man, thank you for this opportunity to help the world get fit. Let's get jacked up. Don't make me pop my top, because I will. Okay, here we go.
I'm a big fan of just trying things. Try it. Try to add a little more weight. See how it goes. There's nothing wrong with going back to a lighter weight. I just think it's important to push your body to that next level. See how it goes. All right. How are we feeling?
Too heavy.
Too heavy.
Too heavy. We
So
gotta go
in a
back.
perfect world, we'd have 8s. We went from a 5 to 10 there with the plates. I had a feeling that was going to be a bigger jump, but that was a perfect example of no shame in going right back to that 5. All right, let's go.
You know what was a perfect
Good.
example of? Her stepping into my territory and kind of take over my students.
I can't even argue with that. Like, it
You
just didn't
can't.
work. Like, I gotta just tuck my tail and go right back over here. The boys are crushing it over here, though. I'm just saying, absolutely crushing it. And Dawn, I love your form here. Bring this down, relax this little guy. There you go. Good.
So once you're
Cranking through
done
it.
with your set, move around, keep pacing, get your breaths in then, get your water in then. So what I want everyone to do on this set right now is take a breath break. While you forgot your reps again, I think you're at like 15. You can go ahead and stop. Let's breathe in deep through the nose and exhale out while we're on this rest period right now. It's important that we focus. I want to say something right now. Breathing is the most basic thing we do. It's the first thing we do when we're born. It's the last thing we do before we leave this earth. We never need to think about it in between those times. So let's
right.
think about it right now. That's enough. Okay, on to the
This is
next.
a meditation. Let's go. You just killed all my vibe there. Like, let's go. Forget the breathing. Do that while you're exercising. But no, really, actually, it is so important to make sure that you're getting oxygen to your muscles. But also hydration. That's a great thing to do during the breaks. And not rushing. You don't want to rush from set to set to set. You want a gun show?
You know what we're about to do? We're going to do some curls for the girls. That's right. Everybody, let's get busy. Bicep curls right now.
We're going to be doing the bicep curl with the easy bar and the cables. So clear out everything that you
ahead.
need to. If there's anything in the way, let's take those attachments off and grab that bar and get it clipped in super solid on those cables.
Do you notice how easy that was? That seat looked like it was heavy, but was that super simple, super simple. So what Max is doing over here, she's attaching the easy curl bar to the bottom. So you're taking your cables all the way down to the bottom.
It's all down.
Grab that easy curl bar back there for me.
Okay, you're all hooked up. We're ready over here.
Does it look easy? That's not the lat pull down bar. We got to teach you the accoutrements here. This one will work. All righty. We got to get this out
All right,
of the way.
let's talk about the form with the curl. I want those feet shoulder width apart. I want the knees soft. Abs are engaged. Slight bend through the hips to create room for that bar. Bring those shoulders down and together in the back, and then you're going to keep those elbows by your side as you curl that bar. Now listen, guys, girls, mind muscle contraction here. As you bring that bar up, think about squeezing that bicep, really contracting that muscle as you come to the top. Take a quick pause, and then slowly lower the bar back to the start position.
Bend those knees a little
What are you
bit.
coming in for? What are you coming in here?
To correct you, guy over
you
here.
want to go over
Slightly
here?
bend it. I don't want none of you. There you go. Perfect. Slight
All right,
bend in the
guys,
nose.
let's go. Let's do it.
Perfect.
Good.
The butt is still back, so
Beautiful
don't tuck that
form.
butt. There you go. It's an athletic stance. This is what we want. Everything is from an athletic stance. Remember, it's not here, it's here. Do I got to pop that booty again for you right now? Because I will. Okay, there you go. Now don't lean over too much. Stand up a little bit taller. There
Now,
you go.
something that's important here is I'm putting my hand right on Dawn's elbow here. Dawn, don't lift your elbow off of my hand. When you start lifting off, your rep is done. Right there. Good. And squeeze and contract. When you start to bring that up too far, now we're working the shoulders, no longer the biceps. I want those elbows pinned by your side, squeezing, and as soon as that elbow comes up, you've gone too far.
Look at this mass of a human man right here. This is just nothing but steel
guns.
and jacked up awesomeness. We getting curls for the girls over here? Okay.
Couple deep breaths, getting ready for that next set. I always like to stretch a little bit in between sets. Bring those arms out to the side. Stretch that muscle that you just worked. And oh, by the way, if you don't know what muscle we just worked, you're not going heavy enough, all right?
Would you like me to remind them what muscle we
yes,
just
let's
worked?
go. Oh, the gun show right here. Of course they wanted to show the guns. Okay, are we almost ready?
Yeah.
Good, get that stretch in. Let's get going here.
Perfecto.
Remember, elbows into the side, retracting that scapula in the back, chest is up, abs are tight. I should be able to come sock you right in the stomach, Don. Right? Yes, rock solid. I love it.
I want you to think about belly button to the spine. Always pull your belly button back towards your spine. That activates your abdominal wall, that transverse abdominis, deep muscle in there.
And I want to point out that trans-abdominal that he's talking about here. Think about it as a corset. You're squeezing in here. You're not squeezing this way. You're squeezing this way. Feeling those abs wrap around and support your core. Keep going, guys. Give me a couple more reps. Beautiful. Love that form. Don, bring those shoulder blades up and down and together. There we go. Keep that chest up. Nice.
I smell something. You smell that?
Determination?
Fat burning. I smell fat burning. It's like bacon or something.
Fat burning? Not smelling it yet. I don't know. All right, we're breathing, getting ready for that last set. And again, this is where I remind you, how many reps are you doing? How are you feeling? Are you working? Are you failing a little bit?
Smart pants. All right, we ready? It's that time. Here we go. Is this our third and final?
This is our third set.
Third set. Here we go. Let's go in deeper now. I want you to focus in. Oh man, I said deeper and Don just got real.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
This is Don's baby coming to life. Can you imagine? You've built this amazing machine. You're sharing it. What are you doing? You what?
Pointing out the vascularity.
You built this amazing machine and you see it come to life. That is powerful. He's over here walking the walk. He doesn't just make the machine and check out. He's on it. He's working out. He's sharing his passion with you guys so that we can all get healthy together. And yes, I love those veins. Thank you for pointing that out, Clark. Check it out. Now don't lose your form. You notice as you start getting those last couple reps, you're gonna start pulling those hips forward. This is gonna start happening. Boom, tight, shoulders back. Watch that form.
You know what they call that right there?
What?
Nurse porn.
Nurse porn.
Yeah, the veins
Where do you
just
come up with this stuff? Okay,
saw it
I'm
on
just going to
TikTok.
change subjects and we're going to go on to triceps. We're going to do a tricep extension. Another great one. And ladies, you always hear this. How do I get my arm to quit flapping? Well, this is a darn good place to start. We're going to put some muscle on in the tricep. Now, everyone loves to work the bicep because they think it's the biggest muscle. Guess what? Tricep, three heads. This is a big muscle back here. So let's focus on it. All right, you guys, let's get this set up. Get those bars off.
Okay, so we're locating we're using a rope, we're using a
help
bar.
me.
What are we using here, Coach?
I have no idea.
I'm saying we're going to go with a rope down here on my end where you guys use the rope.
All right, it looks like we're going with the rope all around. Is that the consensus? Are we going with the rope?
Let's do it.
Okay, so grab those ropes. Now, one of my favorite things about the rope, and you'll see this as we do the exercise, is you can really go through that range of motion and you can open up the hands while you get that full extension. As you come to the top of that exercise, I want to see that tricep pop on your arm. If you're only coming to this, you're not going to get that pop. I don't know if you can see that in my arm and my little tiny tricep, but look at the difference between going straight, popping that tricep, and keeping it slightly bent. So get that full extension, hold it, squeeze the tricep, and then go back to the start position. How are we doing? We're ready over here?
Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, let's do this, guys.
Can we do a variation on this end? These two guys do one way and these two do a different way. So let me show you the way we're going to do it down here, ladies. We're going to step out. We're going to do an overhead extension. I want you here like this, bend over at the waist, and then extend straight out and flare it out when you come out. Use that rope for what that rope is for.
And with this variation over here, we're creating that little pocket in the hips. Again, hinging those hips to the back, creating this little area to work in. And as you push down, you're going to open up. Good. So this is a great example here. You can see how his hips are slightly behind him. Pulling that out. Look at this tricep doing the work. How are we doing over here, Don?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's see it.
So bend a little bit more at the waist here. Max, there you go. You can put your head down slightly right there, keeping that neutral spine. Your hands are coming all the way back, all the way back. Bend over a little bit more here at the waist. Waist. This is your waist. Bend. There you go, right there. There it is. Okay, yeah, and then all the way back. Range of motion is what we want. And of course, adjust the weight. If it's too heavy, okay, is that too heavy for you? Too low. Oh, you want more. Okay, there you go.
A common mistake I see during this exercise is when people look to the side. I actually had my very first trainer in life when I was 19 correct me on this because I was looking to the side and he said, keep your neck to a neutral position because if you tweak to the side, you can see that's going to tweak everything that's going on throughout your body. So keep that neck nice and centered, relaxed, and really get that full extension. That was great. I wasn't picking on you there, just so you know. That was good. All right.
I will give you a compliment on how good you do with your coaching because I'm over here learning because I'm listening. Like this is all information that we've seen and done before, but when you hear it from a different perspective, it's so much better. So with that being said, our rest time is up.
All right.
Just wasting time.
That's it, huh? Yeah. Let's move on.
Here we go.
We are going to move into a squat. Oh, no, second set.
Second set.
Jumping the gun there. Sorry, guys, you're not off the hook. We got 2 more sets of these bad boys. Let's go. Now you know what to do, so let's do it perfect.
Perfect. So look at the ladies over here. This whole tricep is something that women really want to work. One thing I want to point out is full range of motion. You're coming all the way back. There you go. Do not cheat yourself. No rocking, no rocking. There we go, right there. But don't let your arms come back. The only thing that is moving is your lower arm. Yep, there, right there. That stays perfect and stationary. Give me one more, and exhale, and boom. Let's get it.
I was going to point out your form here, but I'm going to wait because that was really great. And just like you pointed out here, no rocking. I don't care if you're this way or if you're this way. There's no rocking. We're working the tricep. So let's isolate that tricep and really contract it, squeeze, isolate that muscle so you put 100% of the work into that little guy, back of your arm. All right.
Actually, a big guy. I take offense to that.
He's a big, well, yeah, big guy maybe. I call mine little guy. He's a little guy. But he shows. He's there. It's there. All right, how are we doing? Are we ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Last set.
I promise you, you're going to feel this tomorrow in your triceps. Like, we're not faking it over here. They are working. So I want to give a big round of applause to all of our students
crushing
today.
it. Now, I want to point out this form here because this is the absolute perfect example of stability. You see nothing else in his body's moving. Nice and relaxed through the traps. Everything's locked here through the scapula. Hips are in perfect hinge position. Elbows are staying in place. And he's really pulling that weight to full extension, squeezing that tricep. I see that fatigue kicking in, and that's exactly what we want on the last set. Good job, you guys.
But this is a United States Marine, and he ain't stopping until he's told to stop.
Oh, yeah.
Machine told him to stop.
Okay. Breathing, resting. Was that our third set?
That was.
Okay, so we're gonna pull a little breathe moment here before we go into legs. Let's take a big breath in and exhale. One more time, breathe in and exhale. Let's get ready for some squats. Get back in position, that's your break. That's all you get. I thought that was pretty kind to give you a little one. So let's reset that bar. Now, ladies, I encourage you to try this with just the bar first. Try that, see how your form is, get comfortable. With each set that you do, take that first set to kind of warm up. Feel where your body's at and know that it's not going to be the same every day. We're going to have times where we're a little bit more fatigued, and then we're going to have days where we just hit it straight on and we're like, yeah, push it.
Okay, so here's what I want you to understand. It's very important. I want everyone to do exactly what I'm going to do right now. So guys, here's the proper position for squatting because we've seen so many people. Feet are about hip width apart. Your toes are about 30 degrees out just like this. So if you had a magic marker on your knees, this magic marker would track directly over your second toe. We're not here. We're not here. We are here. And our butt comes back, our spine stays neutral, our head stays straight, so we're squatting like this, as low as you can go, and some people can go lower than others. I don't know about you back there, I'm lower than you. Just saying. All right, so we got it? Hip width apart, 30 degrees, eyes forward, butt back, Bend your knees and come down to where you feel comfortable.
And you don't have to go that low. You
No.
really don't. Go to where you feel comfortable. Once you lose that point where you can stand up comfortably, you've gone too far. You can always increase your range of motion, but you want to protect your joints and work with your body. All right, are we ready?
And step out, half a step. There you go. You're directly underneath the bar. Okay, so I'm watching this very closely. Step out just a half a step further towards, there you go, right there. Yes. Yes, that's perfect. Nice. Yeah, yeah.
Now you're really thinking about driving through the heels here, pushing that energy up through your heels and really exploding up from the bottom. I would love to see you slow down that down a little bit. We're letting the weight do the work here. So slow on the way down and then explode on the way up. Now something else that you pointed out there, with the knees folding in, as you start to fatigue, if your knees are folding in, it means you're not engaging your glutes. Frequently you see people with these bands around their legs. This is to help engage the glutes. And I don't know about the guys, but the girls love to work the booties. So you want to make sure that those legs are staying out, tracking over your ankles and not folding in. Work those booties.
Yeah, so another pro tip here is with respect to working your glutes. Your glutes are one of your postural muscles, and as we age, it is important that we work those postural muscles. So a saggy butt not only doesn't look good, but it's not functionally sound, so we really want to work our butts.
And during the rest, this is one of my favorite stretches that I like to do, is to come over here. You can fold one leg in. I'm going to show you guys trying to open up here, but you can have both hands on, but just folding, and you're going to really feel that stretch through both of the glutes. And you can kind of just switch it up a little bit, but take time in between sets. All right, you guys, back at it. That's it.
Back at it. Let's go. Let's go. So the beauty of the Smith machine is the fact that you could be in different positions. If you want to step out further, you're not going to fall back like if you were on a free bar squat.
Exactly.
So you have the stability of the Smith machine to keep you in alignment.
What initiates the movement in the squat is the hips shifting to the back. So don't initiate the movement by the bend. Initiate the movement with the break in the hips, followed by the knees bending, okay? Really important there. If you come down this way, you're gonna be setting yourself up in the wrong position. Get those hips behind you.
No bouncing, no bouncing, no bouncing.
Slow that down, way down.
So when you squat, if the first thing you do before you squat, take a big breath of air in.
Couple more, I got you. You got this.
That breath will stabilize your core. Beautiful work. Man.
Go, 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 explode, go. Nice.
Come on,
job.
Doug.
Woo, I love it.
Let's go.
You guys feeling that? Squats are such a great movement because you're really working big muscle groups. Therefore, you're really burning a ton of calories. You're strengthening your lower body, which is so functional. Think about how many times we sit, we stand, we walk, we run, we do all these beautiful things. Let's keep the lower body strong.
Plus, it's really cool when you can just shake it out like that, like a bodybuilder, and pop it like bam, bam.
No.
I'm just having fun.
Just no. Maybe for the guys, right? I don't know. Okay, you guys, let's do this. Last set. You thought you were going to get some time to breathe? We're going right into it. Heart rate should still be up, and that's okay. Take those deep breaths. You can bring down your heart rate with your mind. Breathe, slow down the movement, focus on that form, and let's get, I was going to say let's get badass with it. Can we say that? Can I say that? Let's get badass with it. Okay, guys, come on, take it all the way down.
No
all right,
bouncing,
girls,
no
do it over
bouncing.
here. Another thing you can play around with is your leg positioning. You can go a little bit farther apart with the toes farther out, and then maybe working a little more inner thigh. You can bring those toes a little bit farther in. Huge improvements over here. I love that. You feel that difference with that hip shifting to the back? Beautiful, perfect form over here. And you can also bring your hands out a little bit, might take it down a little bit. Another important factor is where is the bar resting on your neck? The bar should be right across your back here, not up on your neck. So take that bar a little bit lower, it'll be a lot more comfortable. And booyah, you guys, that is it. We're going into lunges last, and then we're gonna call it a workout. All right, take a couple breaths, stretch those legs out. I know you're feeling those squats, so let's take a couple seconds, stretch it out. Slow your mind down, this is not a race. We're good. Breathe. We want to get the most out of this next exercise, lunges.
So with the pace that we have going right now, this is becoming a cardiovascular workout. Your heart is pumping, it's pushing blood out, which is bringing oxygen to the muscles that you were just working. So once again, pace yourself.
And you're also getting a great workout just when you're loading the machine. So don't forget about form when you're moving these weights around. You want to be controlled with each movement and know that the smallest things can throw you off. If you drop that weight, if you're not paying attention, maybe you're thinking about something else. So stay present during the entire workout, all the way up through that last set. How are we doing? Yeah, you guys feeling it?
Feeling it.
Okay, well, the good news is we got one more exercise.
Our next and final exercise for this workout will be lunges. The men will be doing Smith machine lunges, and the ladies, I'm going to give you a break. We're just going to go normal lunges with no weight. How's that sound? Everyone ready?
Good, let's go.
Sounds great. Now for the guys on the Smith machine, for this setup, I like to have the bar lower on the neck, just like we did with the lunges. But here's the little trick. I'm going to have you bring your feet forward, bring your hips forward, which sets you up in the perfect position to take a nice step to the back and fall into that perfect lunge. Beautiful. And make sure that you take a big step to the back. That's what I'm looking for right here. You see how both of those legs fall into that beautiful 90-degree angle. He's not falling into the lunge. He's controlling that movement through the hips coming down and then exploding off of that back toe and front heel to return to the start motion. Great job. How are
The
we doing over
knee
here?
is tracking
Beautiful.
over the toe. Boom, just like that. It's not wandering in or out.
And now we're starting to fatigue, so this is when I want you to start to listen to your body. If you make it to 5 and you need to stop, great. If you make it to 8, great. Again, it's about the challenge, not necessarily the number. Oh, I know you guys are feeling it. Yes. Take a break, stretch those quads.
This is where the break is vital. We're coming to the end of this total body workout. This is so much fun. You guys, I am so proud of you.
So proud.
I am so excited for what's happening in your body right now. I cannot wait to see how jacked up you get.
Oh, it's gonna be good. Now I'm gonna make a slight modification to the ladies over here, just simply because I love a reverse lunge much more than a front lunge. So if this last set, you guys were stepping to the front and coming into that lunge. This time, I want you to bring those arms out in front of you, take a big step to the back and come up. Big step to the back and come up, okay? Let's try that just for a slight variation. All right, how are we doing?
Let's go.
We ready?
Ready.
2 more sets, let's crank through them. Find that position, focusing in, abs are tight, glutes are tucked, bars in the right place in the back of the neck. Big step to the back, all the way down, those legs are falling into that 90-degree angle. This is so good. I love your form on this, Dawn. This is literally the perfect lunge. Over here, also gorgeous lunge. There's just something about a reverse lunge that feels natural. It feels good, and you're, again, working large muscle groups. You can tell I light up when it comes to lunges. It could possibly be one of my favorite exercises because it's so efficient.
Well, how about doing one then?
I should do like about 10, huh? You called me out right there. You want to go? Let's go.
I've
We'll
been
lunge
doing it
all
all the
day long with this boy. I think we're going to have to continue this in a whole nother workout. Yeah, you want to do some more? Another thing with these, if you start to wobble, then it means you need to engage your core, okay? As we kid around, it's fun, but you really want to make sure that you're engaged here and taking a big step. And I like to bring my hands to the front because it just reminds me to set that position through my upper body. And again, if you're wobbling at the bottom, 2 things that can help you. 1, tighten up the core, bring the shoulders back, but you can also step a little bit wider to the back and open up that stance just a little bit to help your balance.
Boom. I absolutely love this. So I want everyone to get ready to celebrate after we finish this final set of this total body workout. We are ready to go now. Woo!
Let's finish this up, guys. Strong, dig deep. Here we go. Nice. Good. Now what I love over here is this explosion from the bottom. You see he steps back with that control, but that explosion from the bottom is huge. And that's really gonna make a difference to help you get through those last couple reps. Good, couple more. Nice job. Yeah, while you guys are jacking around over there, I'm gonna help him be ready just in case.
That's it.
We're gonna push through a couple more reps.
Last one.
Now be careful on that knee. Keep that knee hovering about an inch off the floor. All right, last couple reps here, and then we are done with our very first workout. And done. Nice job, you guys. And that's it. Congratulations, you just finished up your first Get Jacked workout. Full body. Are you guys feeling it?
Yeah.
I love it. Nice job. Good job.
You killed it. I am so proud of you.
And we'll see
Sir,
you
thank
again
you for the
next time
opportunity.
for another great workout.